Whoa, is that a beer pong themed board game on Kickstarter? Oh, you know I gotta check that out. Let's talk about it. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back in for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every day and give me my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today, I'm very excited because I clicked to see what the newest Kickstarter board games were, and What the Pong came up. What the Pong is a beer pong enhancement game. Now, when I first started getting into hobby games, I was a frat boy for all intents and purposes. I didn't actually go to fraternities, but I drank all the time, and it was like, oh, look, I like to drink beer and party and woo, go to concerts. That was me, okay? And so beer pong has always had a very soft spot in my heart, and I still love beer pong to this day, so this immediately caught my eye, and so let's check it out, because I've actually thought about making like a beer pong style board game, and so I'm interested to see what additions they added to beer pong here, because I thought of something very similar, and I hope they did it justice. Let's see.
What the Pong! What's up, Kickstarter? If you love beer pong, then you're gonna love our new game, What the Pong. But don't take my word for it. It's lit! This is What the Pong. It's a beer pong enhancement game we created. Super easy to set up and super easy to play. What you do is you roll the die. It's going to show one of these three categories. One of those categories is luck or fuck. It can be randomly good or randomly bad for you.
You got hot seats. Those are questions. Get it wrong, get it right. You're going to win, you're going to lose.
How many teams are in the NFL? 16. Well, 32.
There's 32 teams?
I lost my turn. The last category is trick shot. These are very challenging beer pong shots that you're going to have to make. It might be bouncing it off the ceiling, or doing a plank and throwing it, or a hook shot. The last card in the game is a re-rack card. Everyone gets one re-rack in the game like normal beer pong. All you do is slam it down and say re-rack, and then you get a re-rack. So you can play with 6 to 10 cups if you want, whatever you want. It's lit.
Alright, so what's the Pong? The video. I have strong feelings about the video. I'm trying to compartmentalize those strong feelings. So the first thing is I'm trying to figure out the crowd you're going for, which I think is like the cool crowd. Like what I was when I was 24. This does not feel like it's trying to appeal to the 34-year-old version of me. This is trying to appeal to the 24-year-old walking in with 2 packs of Natty Light saying, "Who's ready to party, motherfucker?" Like that's who I feel like this is appealing to. And that's fine. Perfectly fine. If you feel like that is the way to go, absolutely. But I hope there's something in here that is still going to pull the gamer into it. 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes to play. What the Pong is a beer pong enhancement game. Easy to set up, easy to learn, and fun to play. Inside the box. And that's the other thing. This is a very nice looking prototype there. It is very well done. I'm very interested to see where that was made, I should say. So, inside the box, 60 hot seats cards. Okay, that's a good variety of cards. 60 L-lucked or F'd, I don't want to get in trouble for YouTube, cards. Remove one of the cups you're throwing at. It's kind of awesome to be you right now. Whoever currently playing is the youngest gets to take 2 shots right now. Time to prove yourself, youngster. I like this sort of thing. Because I come at this from the board game perspective where I watch strategy and stuff like that. But then at the same time, that's not who this is aimed at, I don't believe. This is definitely aimed at me when I was 24, where it's like, this totally changes the game. Tyler just got 2 free shots, and we were about to win, but he hit 2 shots. Like, this game can create those types of scenarios, which is awesome. And so that gets me excited. 60 trick shot cards. You don't even need to be in the same room to play this game. Throw the ping pong from a different room. Take a load off. All right, 2 re-rack cards. 1 big die, 2 inches. That's a nice size die. Roll this die each turn to see what card to pick up. Very, very incredibly simple. I like that. All right, What the Pong? So then they also have Don't Get Drunk and Don't Get Drunk, the expansion pack. And is that what you're leading with? You know, I don't like that. You know, I get it. You want people to buy both. But I feel like you should totally lead with the game. Because $15, that's appealing. But let's see, the retailer pledge. Buy 2, get... what? So, let's see. Buy 2 copies of What the Pong. And then the bundle deal. So that's what you're hoping to get. is the bundle deal. Okay, I understand why you're advertising that first, but I came here for the beer pong game. You know, I like drinking games and I play drinking games, but I'm much, much more here for the beer pong game. And so I would like to know that price, I think, before you get me to the bundle. Now, if this price is there and then I look at the bundle, I say, oh, that's a good deal. You know, that's a good deal. I like what they're doing to beer pong. I bet I'd like this drinking game fun. And, you know, I'd rather have 2 games than 1 game, right? But at $30, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really. I don't know if I've warmed up to you enough just yet to be convinced to pay the extra $30 when I can get the base game for $15. Now, the base game for $15, that's spectacular. I'm actually thinking about backing it right now, even though I have not backed a Kickstarter game in over a year, and I haven't even really been that tempted, but $15, that's a dang good price. What's the shipping? We'll get down to that later. How to play. It's easy. What the beer pong is like a normal beer pong game, except there's a twist. Okay, that's great. You write that there. Do a video. Do a quick video. You got, I mean, it doesn't have to be a super nice, highly edited thing. Do something like I do. Set it up and just say, this is what's going to happen. I roll this dice right here. This does that. Boom, boom, boom. You're in and out. 2 minutes. That takes you about 30 minutes to shoot tops. Set everything up. Get that there. It's a nice little security blanket. Totally would put that there. Rule booklet. Read this by clicking the rules. Like it. Very good. What the Pong manual PDF. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Now, my iPad is ghetto right now, so I don't know if it's going to work as well as I'd hope it would. There it goes. Place the... Okay, cool. Very simple. That it? Okay, so it is super, super simple, super to the point. That's exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, do a video. Get a video up. Get the official video up. Just do it. Trust me. Trust me on this. If you get the first how to play video up, you can get a lot of views on it in the future, because it gets bumped up higher. I do a bunch of behind the scenes stuff too. Just I'm coming at this from a reviewer's perspective. Sorry. Shipping is being charged during the campaign. We will not be using a pledge manager. We will only be charging $6 for shipping. That's spectacular. This is banging. This is good. I would have this right here. $21 shipped anywhere in America. That's what I would highly recommend you do. You have got yourself a very appealing price point. You market the snot out of that price point. Now, I know you're here to get that $30 big comeuppance on the other game. You're hoping to get that. But I think you're a lot more likely to get that if you're advertising first the $21 pledge. I think that is something that I would totally recommend doing. May 21, whatevs. So $6 for shipping. Be careful there. Is that for the bundle deal? Because right now, I think you should definitely specify that. I doubt it's for the bundle deal. Because $6, that's a flat rate padded envelope anywhere in the United States. So I imagine they're using something similar to that to ship this game. But you cannot fit both those games into a $6 flat rate shipped envelope. You're probably going to have to then bump up to like a medium box or something like that, which I think costs like $12 a pop. And so you want to be extra careful right there. And I'm going to send this to you, so hopefully you see that. But make sure you specify, unless you're actually going to be eating that shipping cost. If you're going to be eating that shipping cost on that $45 pledge level, then never mind. But definitely clarify that a little bit. And market that a little bit more. $6 for shipping, $21 in and out. I like beer pong. I like nostalgia. I want to feel like I did when I was in college, when I was 20 years old. And this game could potentially give that to me and my friends, or me and my kids, because heck, maybe this is a 50-year-old guy who's thinking about playing it with his kids at Christmas, next year or something. Thanksgiving. That's what I'm saying. You very clearly are marketing this towards this sounds bad, but the 15, let's be honest, we were all in high school, the 15 to 24, 25, 26 range for the most part. That's fine. But I'm just saying, you're scooping with this net. I would say widen that net a little bit. Widen that net. International backers, if you live outside the U.S. and are interested in backing this, please DM me to make sure we make the proper donations to charge you the proper shipping cost. Not good enough. Get yourself the forms. Figure out what it's going to cost you to ship to Canada. Flat rate, I think it was like $18. It's really annoying. You have to fill out the customs form. It sucks. You have to do it each individually. It's just, it's an annoying process. But It's necessary, and it can generate buzz all around the world. And let me tell you, Kickstarter loves when a lot of different things from all around the world are coming to a different Kickstarter page. So I would absolutely get that fixed in there, because that right there, that's like an hour's work. Tops. It's like you look, you say, all right, what's going to be the shipping charge to do the flat, whatever envelope I'm using, whatever box I'm using, get 10 very popular countries, 5 very popular countries. Heck, just put it there and put it in there. Do it. Retailer. We'd be happy to work with retailers. If you're retailers and interested in What the Pong or any of the other games, please, blah, blah, blah. Instagram, Facebook, Board Game Geek. Good, I didn't even check. I assumed you were not on Board Geek. You have already overexceeded my expectations, and I love you for that. Yes, you have just gained yourself. Oh, you're not on Board Game Geek. You lied to me. You lied. Why did you lie? You are not on Board Game Geek. Get this game on Board Game Geek. If you know about Board Game Geek, if you are on Board Game Geek, then your game should be on Board Game Geek. Come on. Facebook, Instagram, that's great. Get yourself a Twitter. Just do it. Here's why. When this gets made, you're probably going to send it out to reviewers, or someone is going to purchase this and they're going to want to tag you on Twitter. You want to be able to be there. If this gets huge, this gets spectacular, which I hope it does. I love beer pong, and I want beer pong to continue to be awesome, and this looks like it has some really cool ideas in it. Then get on the Twitter on there. Just get it. Trust me, you need it. This is the third game design, and will be my second Kickstarter launch. I learned a lot from my first. Don't get drunk. Very cool. So you have, okay. No stretch goals. I'm wondering if that's potentially because it's already produced, which might explain why that prototype is so nice. And then, updates, comments, zeros. But that's fine. I forgot. This is the newest project on Kickstarter right now. Don't worry myself about that. I like it. I like it a lot. $21. I see that and I say $21. If I play one game of beer pong with that, that's cool. I play 2. I feel like I've got my money's worth. And this is such a unique game. And this is what I like. This is why I really like this game. I am, obviously I run Bauer's Game Corner, and I played thousands and thousands and thousands of games. And so now it's to the point that even great games, sometimes good to great games, are just leaving my collection because it's like, well, you're just not good or great enough to get played. Because I have so many other good things around me. But the things that still last in people's collection like this, because there are groups of gamers that have hundreds and hundreds of board games, and they're almost more like collectors or hoarders. You could go either way. I fall into this category, by the way. Like, everything behind me is board games. My entire everything around me is board games. It's insane. And I can show you after this, actually, if you really want to. I'll do a quick panorama. But that group of people specifically like games that fill very small niches. That group of people subconsciously want to have a game in their collection for every single situation. 6 to 10 players and we're drinking? 15 players. 3 players and we want to play something that's just absolutely massive. Or 3 players and we want a filler game because we're waiting for that 4th person. People who are collectors like that want to have games to fill every single slot in their toolbox. And this is a slot in the toolbox that nobody else is filling, as far as I know. And you could fill that. $21 is great. I like it. I'm interested in the game. I'd like to see stretch goals. I would. Can't do it, obviously, if it's already being manufactured. This is just a pre-order, which it may be. Whatevs. I'm not here to judge. You know what? And I say that I sometimes I do judge the bigger companies when they do it, but as a smaller company, whatever. No, that's probably not exactly what it is. I don't know if they're doing print on demand. I don't know how they're doing. I would love to, and that's another thing. Tell me some more about the manufacturing down below. Most people, 99% of people, will not care. We'll be working with What's Games for manufacturing. I work with them on the manufacturing of many TTG. Okay. I'd like a link there because I want to look at What's Games. I want to see what's up about What's Games. But I don't care enough to... Sure, why not? Now I kind of do, because this is like What's Games manufacturing, because this is essentially me doing research for the Kickstarter for critiques, because if somebody says, I'm getting publishing through What's Games, I'd be like, they published this game through that, and I remember this being high quality or low quality. Okay, wow, King's Forge. Okay, King's Forge is a nice game, so it looks like the people who do Starling Games... Ooh, not yes. Starling Games, welcome to the dungeon. Yellow, yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, no, naughty. You need to mention this higher. You know, this is great. Or at least pronounce this a little bit more. The fact that you're working with a great manufacturer. Because honestly, I thought it was probably going to be some fly-by-night, cheap, super cheap thing where it's like, you know what I'm talking about, where the quality's just not there. But it's more about the game. One example that comes to my mind is a game called Who's the Dude? It's a really awesome game, and the whole gimmick is that there's this big blow-up dude that you have to do charades with. And the box, though, is terrible. Like, I'm assuming I'm getting that sort of box when I see this $21 price tag, and I don't know you. I don't know any of your other games. So I would totally mention that you are going through a super banging manufacturer. I think that is something absolutely to do here as well. Stretch goals, if you can. And heck, here you go. Stretch goals, promo cards. Get them printed through the Game Craft or get them printed through some other company, but include some stretch goals where it's just extra cards. Because here's the thing. If you're saying, we're going to give you 3 extra cards for every extra, $1,000 we hit or $2,000 we hit. Then all of a sudden people are more excited. We have comments. We have updates. Why are you not asking me for some unique ideas? Why? I have lived a life. I have forgotten more about beer pong than most of you will remember. Stuff like that. Ask people. People want to give you their opinions. Say, what do you think would be an amazing card for the game? We'll vote on them. Get people actively engaged. Wrap them up in a big old hug and say, this, right now, for the next 30 days, is where people are going to talk about beer pong. If you are interested in beer pong, you need to be on this Kickstarter page because we are banging out ideas. We're going to make this the best beer pong party game in the history of the universe. Go for it. Why not? Maybe you don't have the time, and that's completely acceptable. Understandable. I got 2 kids. I understand that. But if you do have the time, why not take a swing? Make it the hub for beer pong enthusiasts for the next 30 days. Get comments popping. But there you go. That is What the Pong, a game that I am super excited for, and I want to share this video on Board Game Geek, so put it up there. But as always, if you enjoyed this segment, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And also, I'm thinking about doing one of these live. I'm working on it right now. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing a live version of this where we could Kickstarter critique things together. We get a whole bunch of different views and perspectives coming at us flying fast. I think that would be super cool. And also, if you're interested in having one of these done for your Kickstarter, click on that link down below on the Fiverr. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.